Between stimulus and response, there is a space. In that space is our power to choose our response. In our response lies our growth and our freedom. This idea holds the key to a more peaceful and controlled life. Imagine standing firm in the face of chaos, not because the chaos isn't real, but because you've trained your mind to respond calmly instead of reacting impulsively. This shift from reaction to response can transform how you handle life's challenges. It's about creating a moment of pause, a space where you can choose your response thoughtfully and with clarity. By mastering this, you can navigate life's storms with grace and find a sense of inner peace no matter what comes your way. Ready to unlock this power? Let's begin. Understand the difference between reacting and responding. The Stoics believed that the distinction between reacting and responding is crucial for leading a life of wisdom and tranquility. Reacting is typically impulsive and driven by our immediate emotions, such as anger, fear, or frustration. For instance, when someone cuts us off in traffic, our knee-jerk reaction might be to honk the horn or yell. These reactions are automatic and often lead to unnecessary conflict and stress. By contrast, responding involves a deliberate and thoughtful approach. It requires us to pause, consider the situation, and choose an action that aligns with our values and long-term goals. Epictetus famously said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." This means that the true measure of our character is found not in the events themselves, but in our responses to them. Understanding this distinction is the first step in transforming our behavior. By recognizing when we are about to react impulsively, we can create a mental pause that allows us to think more clearly. This pause is where the magic happens, where we can choose a response that is calm, measured, and effective. Over time, practicing this pause can become second nature, helping us navigate life's challenges with greater ease and wisdom. The Stoics also emphasized the importance of self-awareness in this process. Self-awareness allows us to identify our triggers and understand why certain situations provoke strong reactions. By examining our past reactions, we can gain insight into our emotional patterns and work on changing them. This reflective practice helps us build a deeper understanding of ourselves and our habitual responses, paving the way for more thoughtful and controlled behavior. Another critical aspect of responding rather than reacting is emotional regulation. The Stoics believed that we have control over our emotions and can choose how to respond to external events. This doesn't mean suppressing our feelings, but rather managing them in a way that is constructive and aligned with our values. Techniques such as deep breathing, mindfulness, and positive self-talk can help us regulate our emotions and maintain our composure in difficult situations. Finally, the ability to respond thoughtfully rather than react impulsively enhances our relationships with others. When we respond with calmness and consideration, we communicate respect and understanding, which fosters trust and cooperation. This approach not only improves our personal interactions, but also sets a positive example for others, encouraging them to adopt similar behaviors. In essence, by mastering the art of responding, we create a ripple effect that contributes to a more harmonious and peaceful world. Practice mindfulness to enhance your response. Mindfulness is a key practice in Stoic philosophy for training the mind to respond rather than react. Being mindful means being fully present in the moment and aware of our thoughts, feelings, and surroundings. This heightened awareness provides the space needed to pause before acting, allowing us to choose a response that is thoughtful and intentional. When we notice our initial reactions, we can take a moment to breathe and consider a more measured response. This practice is essential for cultivating the Stoic virtue of wisdom, which involves making decisions based on rational thought rather than emotional impulse. Regular mindfulness practices, such as meditation, can significantly enhance our ability to remain calm and composed in various situations. Meditation trains the mind to focus and maintain awareness, even amidst distractions and stress. By practicing meditation regularly, we develop the mental discipline to pause and reflect before responding to challenging situations. This practice strengthens our capacity for self-control and helps us stay centered and balanced no matter what life throws our way. Mindfulness also involves non-judgmental awareness, which means observing our thoughts and emotions without labeling them as good or bad. This objective perspective allows us to understand our reactions better and make more informed choices. For example, if we notice feelings of anger arising, we can acknowledge them without immediately acting on them. This detachment from our emotions enables us to respond in a way that aligns with our values and long-term goals, rather than being driven by fleeting feelings. Another benefit of mindfulness is that it helps us develop empathy and compassion. By being fully present with others, we can listen more deeply and understand their perspectives. This enhanced understanding can lead to more thoughtful and effective responses, particularly in conflicts or misunderstandings. When we respond with empathy, we build stronger and more meaningful connections with those around us, fostering a sense of trust and cooperation. Mindfulness also aids in stress reduction, which is crucial for maintaining a calm and composed demeanor. Stress often triggers reactive behavior, but by practicing mindfulness, we can manage our stress levels more effectively. Techniques such as deep breathing and body scanning help to calm the nervous system and bring us back to the present moment. This physiological calmness supports our ability to respond thoughtfully and rationally, even in high-pressure situations. Finally, integrating mindfulness into our daily lives creates a foundation for continuous growth and self-improvement. By regularly reflecting on our thoughts and behaviors, we can identify areas for improvement and work on them consistently. This ongoing practice of mindfulness helps us develop greater self-awareness, emotional regulation, and resilience. In essence, mindfulness is a powerful tool that enhances our ability to respond thoughtfully and live in accordance with Stoic principles. Reframe your perspective. Reframing your perspective is a powerful Stoic technique to transform impulsive reactions into thoughtful responses. The Stoics believed that our perception of events is more important than the events themselves. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way." This means that obstacles and challenges can be viewed as opportunities for growth and self-improvement rather than as setbacks. By changing our perspective, we can approach life's difficulties with a more constructive and resilient mindset. Reframing begins with recognizing the stories we tell ourselves about our experiences. When faced with a challenge, instead of seeing it as a threat or a reason to give up, we can reframe it as a chance to learn and grow. This shift in mindset allows us to respond more thoughtfully and effectively. For example, instead of reacting with frustration to a difficult task, we can view it as an opportunity to develop new skills and demonstrate our resilience. Another aspect of reframing is focusing on what we can control. The Stoics taught that while we cannot control external events, we can control our thoughts, attitudes, and actions. By directing our energy towards what we can influence, we empower ourselves to make positive changes and respond with intention. This proactive approach helps us to remain calm and composed, even in challenging situations, because we are not wasting energy on things beyond our control. Reframing also involves practicing gratitude. The Stoics believed that cultivating gratitude helps to shift our focus from what we lack to what we have. By appreciating the positive aspects of our lives, we can counterbalance negative thoughts and emotions. This practice not only enhances our overall well-being, but also strengthens our ability to respond thoughtfully to adversity. When we are grateful, we are more likely to see challenges as temporary and manageable rather than overwhelming. Another crucial element of reframing is self-compassion. The Stoics understood that being kind to ourselves is essential for maintaining a balanced perspective. When we encounter setbacks or make mistakes, instead of harsh self-criticism, we can respond with understanding and patience. This self-compassionate approach allows us to learn from our experiences without being bogged down by negative self-judgment. It fosters a healthier mindset, enabling us to move forward with confidence and resilience. Lastly, reframing our perspective encourages us to seek meaning and purpose in our experiences. The Stoics believed that every situation, no matter how difficult, holds a lesson or a greater purpose. By looking for the deeper meaning behind our challenges, we can find motivation and inspiration to persevere. This sense of purpose not only helps us to respond thoughtfully, but also gives our lives greater depth and significance. Embracing this perspective aligns us with the Stoic ideal of living a life of wisdom and virtue. Develop emotional resilience. Emotional resilience is the ability to recover from setbacks and maintain emotional balance, a core principle of Stoic philosophy. The Stoics believed that our emotions are within our control and that we can choose how to respond to external events. Building emotional resilience involves recognizing our triggers and developing strategies to manage our emotions effectively. This resilience helps us respond thoughtfully rather than react impulsively to life's challenges. One of the first steps in developing emotional resilience is to understand and accept our emotions without letting them control us. The Stoics taught that emotions are natural responses to external stimuli, but should not dictate our actions. By acknowledging our feelings and understanding their origins, we can prevent them from overwhelming us. This self-awareness allows us to pause and consider our response, rather than reacting impulsively. Another key aspect of emotional resilience is practicing self-regulation. Techniques such as deep breathing, meditation, and mindfulness can help us manage our emotional responses. These practices calm the mind and body, creating space for rational thinking and thoughtful decision-making. By regularly engaging in these techniques, we strengthen our ability to stay composed and centered, even in stressful situations. Building emotional resilience also involves setting realistic expectations. The Stoics emphasized the importance of accepting that life is full of uncertainties and challenges. By expecting difficulties and preparing ourselves mentally, we reduce the impact of unexpected setbacks. This proactive mindset enables us to respond with greater equanimity and adaptability, viewing challenges as part of the natural flow of life. Another important component of emotional resilience is seeking support from others. The Stoics valued community and believed that mutual support is essential for resilience. Surrounding ourselves with positive and encouraging people provides us with the strength and motivation needed to overcome challenges. Sharing our experiences and learning from others' perspectives can offer new insights and strategies for managing our emotions. Lastly, emotional resilience is strengthened by cultivating a sense of purpose and meaning. The Stoics believed that having a clear sense of purpose helps us to stay focused and motivated during difficult times. By aligning our actions with our core values and long-term goals, we can maintain our resilience and respond thoughtfully to setbacks. This sense of purpose provides us with a guiding light, helping us navigate life's challenges with wisdom and strength. In conclusion, developing emotional resilience is a fundamental aspect of responding thoughtfully rather than reacting impulsively. By understanding and managing our emotions, setting realistic expectations, seeking support, and cultivating a sense of purpose, we can build the inner strength needed to navigate life's challenges with grace and wisdom. This resilience not only enhances our well-being, but also aligns us with the Stoic ideal of living a virtuous and fulfilling life. Reflect on your responses. Reflecting on our responses is a crucial Stoic practice for transforming our behavior and fostering personal growth. The Stoics believed in the power of self-examination to cultivate wisdom and virtue. Seneca advised, "We suffer more often in imagination than in reality." By taking time each day to reflect on how we responded to various situations, we can identify patterns in our behavior and areas for improvement. This reflection helps us reinforce positive behaviors and develop a deeper understanding of ourselves. Reflection begins with reviewing our day and considering our actions and reactions. Did we react impulsively or respond thoughtfully? Were there moments when we could have handled a situation better? By examining these instances, we can learn from our experiences and make conscious efforts to improve our future responses. This daily practice of self-examination enhances our self-awareness and helps us become more intentional in our actions. Another aspect of reflection is considering the impact of our responses on others. The Stoics emphasize the importance of living harmoniously with others and acting with integrity. By reflecting on how our responses affected those around us, we can develop greater empathy and understanding. This perspective helps us build stronger relationships and fosters a sense of community and mutual respect. Reflecting on our responses also involves acknowledging our successes and celebrating our progress. It's important to recognize when we have responded well to challenges and acted in accordance with our values. This positive reinforcement encourages us to continue practicing thoughtful responses and builds our confidence. By appreciating our growth, we cultivate a mindset of continuous improvement and resilience. Additionally, reflection provides an opportunity to set intentions for the future. Based on our reflections, we can identify specific goals for how we want to respond in similar situations going forward. This proactive approach helps us prepare mentally and emotionally for future challenges. By setting clear intentions, we create a roadmap for personal growth and align our actions with our long-term values and goals. Finally, reflection is a practice of self-compassion. The Stoics understood that we are all imperfect and that growth is a gradual process. By reflecting on our responses with kindness and understanding, we can forgive ourselves for past mistakes and focus on making positive changes. This compassionate approach fosters a healthy mindset and encourages us to keep striving for improvement. In essence, reflecting on our responses helps us live more intentionally and in accordance with Stoic principles, leading to a more fulfilling and virtuous life. Embrace the power of choice. Embracing the power of choice is a fundamental Stoic principle that underscores our ability to shape our lives through our decisions. Viktor Frankl, a psychiatrist and Holocaust survivor, echoed this Stoic wisdom when he said, "Between stimulus and response, there is a space. In that space is our power to choose our response. In our response lies our growth and our freedom." By recognizing and exercising our power of choice, we can respond to life's challenges with intention and purpose, rather than reacting impulsively. The first step in embracing the power of choice is acknowledging that we always have a choice in how we respond to external events. The Stoics believed that while we cannot control what happens to us, we can control our attitudes and actions. This realization empowers us to take responsibility for our responses and to choose actions that align with our values and goals. By focusing on what we can control, we cultivate a sense of agency and resilience. Another key aspect of embracing the power of choice is practicing mindfulness. Mindfulness helps us become aware of the space between stimulus and response, allowing us to pause and reflect before acting. This pause is crucial for making thoughtful choices rather than impulsive reactions. By practicing mindfulness regularly, We strengthen our ability to stay present and make deliberate decisions, even in the face of adversity. Embracing the power of choice also involves cultivating a growth mindset. The Stoics believed that every challenge is an opportunity for growth and self-improvement. By viewing difficulties as chances to learn and develop, we can make choices that foster our personal and emotional growth. This mindset encourages us to embrace challenges with curiosity and determination, turning obstacles into stepping stones for success. Another important component is aligning our choices with our core values. The Stoics emphasize the importance of living a virtuous life, guided by principles such as wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance. By making choices that reflect these values, we ensure that our actions are consistent with our beliefs and aspirations. This alignment brings a sense of integrity and fulfillment as we live in accordance with our true selves. Embracing the power of choice also means accepting the consequences of our decisions. The Stoics taught that taking responsibility for our choices is essential for personal growth. By owning our actions and their outcomes, we learn from our experiences and become more resilient. This accountability strengthens our character and builds trust in ourselves and our decision-making abilities. Finally, the power of choice brings freedom and empowerment. When we realize that we have the ability to choose our responses, we free ourselves from the tyranny of external events. This freedom allows us to navigate life's uncertainties with confidence and grace. By embracing our power of choice, we align ourselves with the Stoic ideal of a life well lived, grounded in wisdom, intentionality, and inner strength. Through the wisdom of Stoic philosophy, we've explored powerful ways to transform our reactions into thoughtful responses. By understanding the difference between reacting and responding, practicing mindfulness, reframing our perspective, developing emotional resilience, reflecting on our responses, and embracing the power of choice, we can navigate life's challenges with greater wisdom and calm. These practices empower us to live more intentionally, aligned with our values and long-term goals. Now here's where your journey becomes truly exciting. How have these Stoic principles influenced your own life? Have you noticed a shift in how you handle difficult situations or interactions? Share your experiences and insights in the comments below. Your stories not only enrich this community, but also inspire others to apply these timeless teachings in their lives. Let's create a space where we learn from each other's journeys and support one another in cultivating wisdom and resilience. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to stay updated with more transformative lessons inspired by Stoic philosophy. Your engagement helps us reach more people who can benefit from these teachings. Together, we can continue this journey, fostering a life of intention, resilience, and inner peace. Your contributions make this journey richer, so let's keep the conversation going and grow together.